At last, we are not reacting to ourselves.
Oh, no.
It's myself, Ethan, and Harry reacting to lucky discoveries that made people a lot of money.
You got any lucky discoveries that made you lots of money?
Friendship with KSI.
That has rendered a lot of GBP.
Some people get rich through hard work and extreme talent.
Bit like us.
Or you could get really lucky, like the people we're about to meet in this video.
So Jizzle's 240p vid. Let's go.
Allow it.
Number 10. The Wall of Coins. In Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, the walls are made of candy. In this house in Windber, Pennsylvania, the walls were made of money. It had been abandoned for 20 years when the children of the couple that had lived there decided to take a friend to go see what was inside. Within minutes of entering the house, they found a small pile of coins on the floor by a wall.
Wow,
As they explored further, they found a hole in the wall. Recalling a distant childhood rumor about their parents storing loose change in the wall, they opened up the wall. An unbelievable number of coins flowed out of the
must be a
wall,
decent whack
like
of
a
money.
waterfall of cash. Once they counted all the coins, it added up to $8,500.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
For coins, that's crazy.
Yeah,
We take coins. We take coins.
Take that every day of the week.
However, because many of the coins were rare collector's items, minted between 1793 and 1857, the real value of their haul was around $200.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Imagine finding 200 grand in your wall.
Bro!
I'm going to start smashing this gaff to pieces, right? Just in case.
Number 9. Things dug up in Australia.
What's that?
It may be worth investing in a metal detector and a shovel, because you can find some seriously valuable stuff underground down under. An anonymous prospector was playing with his metal detector in Ballarat, Victoria, when the alarm sounded. He dug through 23
That's a me
inches
character,
of
isn't
dirt.
it? What's that? Just what That's a me, isn't it?
He dug through 23 inches of dirt until he saw the unmistakable glint of gold. As he dug, the nugget of gold got bigger and bigger. It turned out
always
that
wanna
our
find a
man
nugget.
had found a giant
Look at the size
nugget.
of them nuggets.
Yeah,
Look at the size of them nuggets, man.
That's a
No
nug.
way.
Found a giant nugget weighing
super nug.
12 pounds with a value
Wait,
of
what is
around-
what a nugget of gold looks like? That looks like a fucking deformed potato.
Innit? I thought it was a potato.
Yeah. Or a bone. Bro, I would find that and not know what the fuck that is. I'd be like, it's a fucking pelvis bone or something.
with a value of around $300,000. The strange thing is, this area had been explored many
Fucking
times
hell.
before. This record-breaking nugget would have been missed by hundreds of other prospectors.
Ethan, you done a few record-breaking nuggets.
I did one recently, boss.
Look at that. The
That's a
welcome
nugget.
nugget. The welcome nugget.
That nugget is more than welcome, bro.
Oh, welcome.
The welcome
The
nugget.
word nugget kills me, you know. It kills me. It's such a funny
Nuggets
word.
on the door.
Nugget.
Come on.
Nuggets.
It was found by an Australian miner called Bobby.
Not Bobby.
He found it under a foot of dirt at the bottom.
Why does he have to get the grippers out? Why did he have to get the
Foot of dirt.
What was the point of this slide?
It's a foot of dirt, bro.
Yeah.
He found it under a foot of dirt at the bottom of the same mine where he had worked for his
cartoon
whole
toes.
career. Its estimated worth is around
God,
$750,000.
that's cool.
I'm sure Bobby enjoyed his retirement after that. Number 8.
I need a
The
nugget
third
like that.
imperial egg. An anonymous man in the Midwest of the US was scraping a modest living by buying metal objects and selling them for scrap. For $14,000, he purchased a golden orb decorated with gems, hoping to make a $500 profit when he sold it on. This lump of unwanted metal was actually the third imperial egg, one of the 50 original Russian Faberge eggs.
Oh,
Only
shit.
42
No
of them were believed to have survived the Bolshevik Revolution, and this one was thought to have been destroyed.
How much
Our
it
man
worth,
sold
you
it to an art collector for a staggering $33
No.
Oh
That's a
my
lot more
god!
than the $500.
That's
No.
worse than JJ when he gave his Red Octobers to the charity shop.
That is mental. That is absolutely mental.
That is crazy.
Bro wanted a
What was he-
500 profit, made 33 M's.
What was he X'd on that? One sec. 2,357 X'd.
My God.
You take that.
Spare a thought for the guy who sold it to him for $14,000.
Oh, pain.
Can you do anything if you've sold? Like no,
Nah,
right?
it's
No,
gone, bro. It's
no.
not yours no
Oh,
more.
that's fucking
You
brutal.
made the transaction, boss.
It's like crypto.
Yeah, exactly. It's a risk.
Number 7. Mo money, mo problems. This is a story of how greed can cause a large fortune to turn into a small fortune pretty quickly. It's also another story of a wall full of money. In 2008, builder Bob Kitts was smashing up a bathroom for his old school friend, Amanda Reese, when he found 2 large medicine chests hidden in a wall. He opened the chests, and to his surprise, they were full of envelopes. Each one had a $50 bill in it. The envelopes were addressed to the P. Dunn news agency. All in all, there were $182,000 in there. The 2 old friends were initially thrilled, but that's where their trouble began. Reese offered Kitts 10% of the money, but he wanted 40% and sued her. The estate of the P. Dunn news agency found out about it, and they wanted a piece too. Eventually, a judge split the money between Reese, Kitts, and 21 descendants of Mr. Patrick Dunn. I bet the 2 friends wished they'd kept their mouths shut now.
Oh, they fucked it. If me, Ethan, and Toby, we're out digging for treasure. I find the treasure. Would you expect me, because we're on a mission together, to split a bit with you?
Have we travelled a very long way?
Yeah, we travelled a long way to get. We camped out there.
It depends what the pre-existing agreement was.
We forgot to make one.
To make one. Like, have I helped you up some hills? Have I given you some water? You've been moral support,
but I've been moral support to you as well. You could have found it as well.
Well, all's fair, man. I think if I was to find stuff and you wanted it, I might make an exception. And if you was to, I would hope that you would maybe.
I think we
I wouldn't expect it, but
I wouldn't expect it. Yeah. I would hope that you'd drop me a nugget.
Yeah, I'll give you a nugget, man.
I want much, but just a nugget.
Just a little nugget, bro.
Otherwise, the morale goes down, doesn't it? It's It's like you packing a team of the season Ronaldo, and then I'm sat there slaving away, waiting for a
bronze team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep the morale up.
No, for sure. We split it up, boys. We split it up.
I don't believe him.
He's just pulled the lip and he's gone.
1974, D. Penny. When he died, a Denver Mint employee left his son Randy a small coin collection. And decided to show it to a professional appraiser. The expert was impressed by a particular silver penny, and after a bit of research, found that this was a 1974 D. Penny. This penny was made of aluminium and was part of a test batch of only 10 coins. It was thought that all 10 were destroyed after they were found, and they wouldn't work in vending machines. But this one still remained. It was valued at $250,000. Unfortunately for Randy, the government got involved. So the coin was actually their property. After a legal dispute, the rare coin is now displayed in a museum.
And he didn't
get a piece for it.
Oh my god!
That's a scam.
Did you see what I did there?
It's a scam.
Nah, government robbed them, man. Fuck the powers.
It's an absolute scam.
Take a look at these photos of equally amazing discoveries. What are they? Stick around till the end of the video and see if you're correct.
Oysters or clams or something, right?
Rare paintings. What's in your attic?
This'll be
Mine's full of a
luck,
load
dude.
of junk. So was the attic of Norwegian businessman Christian Nikolai Mustad, or so he thought. In 1908, Christian bought what he thought was a painting by Vincent van Gogh. However, art experts at the time told him they'd actually bought a forgery because it was not signed. Incensed, Christian banished the painting to his attic, never to be seen again. When Christian died, his descendants discovered the painting and found out more about it. In 2011, art experts decided that this painting, called Sunset at Montmajour, was the real thing after all.
Oh my god!
It was worth around $50 million. While not as famous as Van Gogh, Martin Johnson Heade is renowned in art circles for his flower paintings. In the 1990s, an Indiana man was playing Masterpiece, a board game about art. One of the questions in the game showed a picture of a painting that looked remarkably similar to one that was on his wall, covering up a hole. It had been there for years and cost next to nothing. Curious, he contacted some art experts.
No way.
It turned out this hole cover was a lost painting by Heade and was worth $1.25 million. You can buy a lot of filler with that. Number 4. Action Comics #1.
Comics are worth peas.
Action Comics #1 was published in 1938 and is the holy grail for comic book collectors, as it features the debut of Superman. Only around 100 exist, and a top condition copy is worth more than $2 million.
I wish I could go back. If I could go back in time, I'd just make sure I kept everything in pristine condition. All my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all my comic books, because you just fucking...
David Gonzalez from Minnesota bought an old house for $10,000 with a view of renovating it, selling it, and making a bit of cash. While he was smashing down one of the walls, he came across a dusty old comic hidden in the wall insulation. Of course, It was Action
Smashing our
Comics
walls.
#1.
Oh,
It wasn't
I've got to
in
get in the
great
loft
condition,
again and have a
and
look what's
David
out there.
actually tore the cover during an argument with his wife's aunt a few days after finding it. David put the comic up for auction, eventually landing $175,000 for it. Not a
bad.
bad profit on a $10,000
If he hadn't
investment.
torn
Now
the
where's my
cover.
sledgehammer? I've got some walls to smash.
Same.
Toby smashing a different type of wall.
That was the joke, Bez.
No worries.
A hoard, not a hammer. In 1992, when Peter Watling, a farmer in Suffolk, England, lost his hammer, he asked a friend, Eric Laws, who had a metal detector, to help him find it. Eric
boys
was
mean
scanning
business,
one
you
of
know.
his friend's fields when his detector alarm sounded. It wasn't his hammer,
Oh, nugget.
though. It was a small silver coin. Intrigued, Eric dug some more. He found a gold necklace and enough coins to fill 2 shopping bags. He called the
Wowee.
archaeologists in after that. The Hoxne Hoard, as it became known, was
That,
a
that
massive
just looks
deposit.
fucking expensive.
Yeah.
That looks ridiculously
Massive
expensive.
deposit
Yeah, that's
of
going for
Roman riches,
peas.
valued at around $15 million.
Oh.
They found a chest containing 15 gold bracelets, a silver
blinder.
bust of a woman.
She's a bit clapped for
Eric was rewarded with $2.3 million, which he shared with Peter.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, that's kind. Oh, how kind of him.
The Declaration of Independence.
Oh, wow.
A man in Pennsylvania
surely
bought a
not.
painting at a garage sale for $4. He hated the
Oh.
painting, but liked the frame, so removed the picture to put a new one inside. However, under the painting was an old document. This turned out to be a mint condition copy of the Declaration of Independence from 1776.
What the
One of
fuck?
only 25 that were made at the time. He sold
wow.
it for $2.4 million.
What?
The same
Gas for
document
that.
sold again in 2000 for
That
over
says it's gotta be
$8
more,
million.
right? Yeah.
It's not such a rare story
Fucking
though.
hell.
Michael Sparks from Nashville.
Look how fucking big it is.
It's huge.
It's so big.
It's a big old declaration.
Fucking hell.
Purchased a yellow copy of the Declaration from a thrift shop, and because he liked the look of it, he paid $2.48.
Nah.
Intrigued by his purchase, he decided to get it looked at by an expert. It turned out Michael had bought a lost 1820 copy of the Declaration, commissioned by John Quincy Adams, one of only 36 existing copies.
Fucking hell.
When he sold
How
it,
much?
Michael netted just under $500,000.
Fair dues.
Bad from $2.
Number 1. Coke shares.
Oh!
Do you really go to garage sales? After you hear this story, you might want to go more often. In 2008, California man Tony Moron paid $5 for a box stuffed with random documents.
Right.
When he sorted through the papers, he found a stock certificate for 1,625 shares in the
Nah.
Palmer Oil Company.
You can just buy one of those things and then you own the shares. I guess so.
Suppose
Yeah,
so.
if you
That-
buy it,
that's
it's your shit.
Yeah.
Palmer merged
Yeah.
with another company, who had merged and merged again, until they
Oh my
were bought
God.
by the Coca-Cola Company.
Oh my
Tony's
God.
lawyers told him he now had 1.8 million shares of Coke, worth around $130 million.
Oh my
This
God,
makes
that
him
is
the
outrageous.
largest non-institutional shareholder in
Bruv.
Coca-Cola. Coke obviously was not too pleased. They dismissed Tony's demands, calling them absurd, and called in the lawyers.
Right.
Unfortunately, Tony never got to live his dream of
No.
running
No.
Coca-Cola when he died in 2010.
No.
His family carried on the case, but were unsuccessful.
No.
Apparently, Tony's share certificate was not the real thing.
No.
Nah, they stiffed him.
They
stiffed
scammed him. They scammed him. Man.
Yeah,
They
that's
scammed
a
him.
finesse.
Now back to those vibrant orange organ-looking alien stone creatures.
What are we thinking these are, by the way? I'm going to say they're fucking...
It makes sense to be some sort
Some
of
kind of pearl or some shit.
pearly, fishy, clammy.
Yeah.
And why are they relevant to this video? Well, these are known as Pyura chiliensis, a sort
Oh.
of living rock. They're filter-feeding sea creatures that live on the rocky coasts of Chile and Peru. Of
Okay.
course, their meat
So I've
is a
gone off
delicacy,
tomato.
as locals eat them raw or cooked with salad, because apparently they're delicious. Interestingly, they're born male before developing female organs, which means they can breed with themselves. So why are they in this video? Well, if you happen to come across a colony and realise they're more than just simple beach rocks, then you've won a mini lottery.
Oh, wow.
Specimens are expensive and can reach hundreds of dollars at high-end
Get me to
restaurants.
Chile.
However,
We'll go hunting
beware
for
not
them.
to eat too much of it, because
know where
their
our
meat
trip has to
contains
go.
an abnormally high concentration of vanadium, which it filters from surrounding seawater and can be harmful to humans if we eat too much of it.
Ah, okay. I'll just sell it then.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, I'm shot in that.
You know?
Who wants to live in
100%,
rock? Hey, my pet rock, my
On the
actual
coast
pet
of
rock.
Chile, digging away.
Oh, well, thanks for that, Tobe Jizzle. I feel like I've learned so much today.
You're welcome. Anytime. Thanks for
appreciate
watching,
it.
guys.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.